up with a redneck like me, and we both end up in the bed of the truck, parked down there on the bank of the creek. Man, I'm reminiscing, wishing I owned me a time machine. Looking at these pictures, we sitting, sipping that I believe. Memory, knee deep, that's where y'all liable to find me. I be with a cup in my hand like it was my IV. V.
Oh my gosh, Charlie, we actually made
it.
We finally made it. Sorry, guys, we were a little bit late. All blamed on me, a little technical error. We're sitting there. I thought everything was good, and then all of a sudden it just kicks me back out and says, you're not live streaming. So thanks for being a good sport, Charlie. Sorry we had to do that a couple of times.
Oh, no, you're good. While it was playing that intro, I was running to my Facebook trying to share it everywhere.
That's what I was trying to fix mine because it wouldn't allow me to go public. It was making me really mad, but I'm so excited to have you. So the last time you were at the park, yes. So last time you were at the park was 2018 at our fall classic in November, and now it's our 15th anniversary in November, and you're coming back.
I'm excited about it. I know when I was there last time, it was a blast. One of the wildest, funnest parks that I've ever been a part of anywhere in the country. So I'm definitely excited to be coming back.
We know how to throw a party for sure.
Yeah, guaranteed.
Adam, you ready to party with all the crazy peeps? Good. I am too. I look forward to it. I love the park. And, you know, we did an interview the other day for Florida Country Magazine. I'm also the owner of that, but most importantly, I'm the director of Redneck Mud Park. So I got the good and bad going on all the time, but I am a huge fan most of Redneck Mud Park, and I'm glad you like it too. But
oh yeah, it's a blast.
I'm talking, you've got a lot of things going on. I've been seeing you're working on a new video.
I've always got a ton going on. Like the work never stops. I'm always trying to outdo myself and continually put out music. So yeah, I've got that new music video. I was going to wait till Friday to drop it, but I'm going to drop it Thursday at noon on my YouTube page. It'll be the video for, yeah. So it'll be the video for Women and Whiskey. I'm pumped up about it. I think it's one of my it's like an outlaw country song. So, you know, I kind of started like venturing off. I started out with just country rap, and then I went to country, and I'm like outlaw country. I'm all over the place with my music, but it's like we were talking the other day. That's just who I am as a person. So that's how the music comes out, you know?
So no labels on Charlie Farley.
No, we don't like labels. We don't do genres.
I love it. I love it because, you know, your music, like you're right. Like you know, you have this, I don't know, some people get offended. I call it, you know, country rap, hip hop, so forth. And some artists get offended. I hope I don't offend you when I use this term.
I don't get offended at all.
Rosa said, get it, Charlie. Can you see their comments and everything?
I can. I'm getting it.
Nice. Hi, Brian. How are you? Brian, he does our announcing for our truck pulls out there, and we're excited. So our park's gone through a lot of changes since you've been there. So I think you probably remember when you were up on stage and all over the place, by the way. Let me tell you what. You probably, I don't know if you remember us meeting. You actually camped right next to my camper, but I was like really super busy. But when I say that you put on a show, my friend, you put on a show.
Thank you. You know, that's one thing that I pride myself in is I leave everything that I've got on that stage every night that I'm on it. And I feel like I don't care if it's 10 people or 100,000. Like I'm going to give everything that I got every single time. And I think anybody that has been to any of my shows can vouch for that. So I appreciate that.
You better stay in shape, huh?
Hey, I literally run miles every day just for that.
I was going to tell you, like, you've lost weight since 2018.
About 50 pounds.
You look bad, my friend. You always look good, but you have lost weight.
About 50 pounds, yeah.
50 pounds?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've lost almost 100. I was a big girl.
Congratulations.
I'm still a big girl, but, you know, I'm working on it. I quit smoking. I'm just trying. I think the older you get, you realize that You know, you only have one body, and
Yep.
I have a lot of stuff I want to do, so I want to stick around.
I feel the same way. That's honestly the reason why I started exercising and trying to eat a little bit better than what I was, is just because I'm like, man, I'm getting older. I've got to like tone down a little bit, you know?
Right, right. You know, another thing that I like about you, I follow your social media, and you're very busy on it, but I love your quotes.
Well, thank you. I just,
And
uh, honestly, I wake up every morning and just make one. It's whatever I'm feeling. Like this morning, I made one that was kind of funny, and most of the time they're inspirational or motivational quotes. I don't know. I feel like there's enough negativity in the world. If I can be a positive influence for somebody, then win for the day.
right, I'm talking about one of your quotes that you had posted, which really resonates, and I think a lot of our people, I shared it on Redneck Mud Park, and I think it just resonates with anybody. But you said, "Take nothing for granted. Just because the sun will rise tomorrow doesn't mean you will."
Mm-hmm.
What does that
Yep.
really mean to you? Like, where did that come from when you wrote the quote?
It was just thinking about my grandpa, and I mean, he had heart issues, but he worked all day the day he passed away, and then he got home and he ate supper and he sat down and he was actually watching football with my grandma, and he handed her the remote and said, "It looks like Alabama's going to win this one. I'm going to the shop." And when he stood up, he fell out, and that's it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Charlie.
Well, I mean, he went the way that he said he wanted to go. He didn't want to ever go to a nursing home. He wanted to do something he loved, and that's what he did.
Right, right. You know, he played an important, we talked about this, and you said that you wrote a song for him. What was the title of that song?
Papaw's song.
Papaw's song. And you know, we talked about it, and you said you would never perform that on stage just because how much it means to you.
Yeah,
you know,
it's just
he played
so
an important role.
emotional.
He played an important role in your life because you said your dad has spent most of his life in a wheelchair, right?
Yes, ma'am, in a wheelchair. And then when I was 16, he had an aneurysm, so he only had the use of a quarter of his body for the majority of my life. So my grandpa stepped up and was more like a dad to me. So he was a very important person in my life, and I'm thankful to have had him for as many years as I did.
What do you think that he instilled in you the most?
Hard work. Listen, that man was 80-something years old when he passed away, and he worked a full day. The day he died, he worked a full day. That summer, right in August, right before he passed away, he actually put a roof on my brother's house. Like,
wow.
Hard work. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. I'm talking about, I just can't even imagine. Now, you know, Arkansas is hot. But
Very.
is it like here? I'm talking about.
No, Florida's got that stick to you heat. We ain't got that here.
We call that swamp ass, right?
Yep, that's swamp ass. Guaranteed.
It's bad. You walk outside, it's so bad right now. I'm talking about, I have rescue horses, and one of them's a Clydesdale. You can hear her breathing from the pasture on the thing. She's just like, I want to go back to Canada. Back to Canada. Poor thing. So do you have like any toys? Do you have a park there in Arkansas that you go to?
No, all I have is a boat. I fish religiously. Right. That's what I do. In any spare time that I have, I'm on the lake.
So you're big fishing. Like
big. Absolutely love it. I fished a couple of the Major League Fishing tournaments. Fished one on Dardanelle this year. Fished one on Grand Lake last year. And yeah, so I'm definitely big into it.
So coming out to our park, what do you think you look forward to most out there? No, Charlie. Are you single?
I am about to be divorced, so I'm not going to say I'm single right now, but yeah.
Okay, I take back the question. I'm not going to ask you what you're looking forward to at the park.
I'm just looking forward to a good time. You hear me? A good time.
Hey, ladies, Charlie's looking for a good time. He's coming Friday
Yeah,
night. You better be at the stage because
that's
y'all are going to
right.
have to show a good time later, right? For sure.
That's right.
Do you have any kids?
I do. I have 3 kids. Love them to death. And honestly, I don't know what I'd do without them. The older you get, the more you appreciate them.
That's for sure, right? For sure.
Hmm.
How old are they?
16, 15, and 7.
Anybody singing after dad?
My daughter will sing a little bit, but she's not, she don't want to take it public, I guess. My son can
Oh,
play the
really?
heck out of the piano, uh, but he's the same way. They just, they're young. I don't think my daughter wants to be a surgeon. My
Wow.
son, yeah, my oldest daughter, my son, he really don't know what he wants to do. I was the same way when I was his age. I had no idea.
Right. When'd you start singing?
Uh, I mean, other than just to the radio, I didn't start until the first time I went to the studio, I was like 22.
Okay. All
And
right.
so I started writing poetry when I was about 12, something like that. And then after I graduated, they turned into songs, and then one thing led to another, and I ended up in the studio.
When's that moment that you knew you wanted to sing? Like you knew that's the career you're taking?
The very first time I went to a studio, actually, and the recording process got in my blood. And when I left there, I remember listening to myself while I was driving home, and I'm like, that don't sound bad. Like, I think I could do this. And
Well,
then
yeah.
it became my addiction, and I just run with it. And you know what? Nobody understood what I was trying to do at the time. Because where I'm from, being a musician's not the first career choice. So
What you
nobody got it. And I quit every job that I ever had.
What's the worst job you've had?
Uh, Probably blowing insulation, foam insulation in chicken houses. It was just so friggin' hot whenever I was working that job, man. Oh my God. It was in the middle of the summer and it was just ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. Now is Jamie Lynn Smith said Backwood Boys. Yes. That's one of your
Hmm.
most popular songs, huh?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's been my biggest song for a minute. Well, up until about 2 years ago, a little too far kind of took that spot for me. And then now Old Souls is running up there with it. So I seem to keep making music people like. So I'm going to keep doing it.
I tell you what, I'm gonna say it again. Halves on a fishing trip. That's my song. I love that
I
song.
agree.
And if anybody hasn't heard it, you have to listen to it because that's a great song.
It's like I think lyrically, it's probably one of, if not the best songs that I've ever wrote because it's just the whole song is a double entendre.
Right, right. So, how many big Charlie Farley fans doing? Because I think I'm ready to give away a ticket to somebody already. I'm itching to give away a ticket to our November event. So I see a lot of Charlie Farley fans going on here, and I don't know. Let's see. Should we play the lyric game, or should we do two truths, one lie? Which one should we do, Charlie?
I can promise if you do the lyric game right now with the names I'm looking at, they're gonna get it quick.
Okay, so we'll go with two truths, huh?
Let's try that one, and they may get this one. I don't know.
All right. So the first one to answer this question, and I mean, we're going to watch the comment section, but the very first person to answer this question right, we want to know which one is the lie. So you have to you have to type out. We're going to make it harder. You have to type out which one's the lie. So I'll repeat them a couple of times, but the first one is this the one? Well, I'll do it. Truth or lie? Okay. Charlie Farley has got a gold record. he attended Brantley Gilbert's wedding. Ooh, I'm interested in that one. Or got lots of friends. Which one's a lie? He got a gold record, he attended Brantley Gilbert's wedding, or he got lots of friends. Which one is a lie?
I see people putting lie, but not putting why.
I
Not
know.
putting which one.
So you've got to say. So did Charlie get a gold record? Did he attend Brantley Gilbert's wedding? Or no? I'm sorry, it's a lie. I'm probably confusing them. Got a gold record, attended Brantley Gilbert's wedding, or got lots of friends? Which one is a lie?
Somebody said number one's a lie. They said Brantley's wedding's a lie.
Brantley Gilbert's wedding is a lie. Gold record is a lie. Wedding. Brantley. Okay, let's see. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this one out too. I like Brantley Gilbert for sure. You know, I feel like I wish I had like a buzzer or something, or like the big
right.
X.
We got that Jeopardy music.
I know. Yeah, you know, I thought like after you'd sit there for a while, like, you know, you're reading these, they would go, you know, which one, but I don't know. I'm trying to get so
they are all stuck on they're all stuck on the Brantley wedding's a lie.
So lots of friends is true, she says. Let's see what else. Shitty's got lots of friends, but a loner has a gold record, but the wedding is a lie. Okay. So I don't even know what to say anymore, Charlie. What do we do here? Like, I think we stumped them. So you know what, Charlie? I think we're gonna play the 1 to 100 game. So Charlie has a gold record, right?
Mm-hmm.
Charlie went to Brantley Gilbert's wedding.
Mm-hmm. I did.
But I find it surprising that you don't have a lot of friends.
And I knew that everybody else would too, and that's why I put that one as the one. Yep. So I know a lot of people, but I don't have many friends. Like, I have 2 friends that I've had since I was little. Like, they're my best friends, and they're the ones that I call if shit hit the fan, and they can do the same to me, and they know that. But I've tried to be friends with other people, and it always seems to just, I don't know, it don't work out, you know? You got acquaintances, and then you got friends.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it?
You know?
Everybody on my side is pretty much an acquaintance. You can't trust anybody anymore.
Yeah, you really can't. It's pretty sad, but
it's gone crazy, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It's gone crazy, and you know, it's just amazing. But I'm right there with you. I'm talking about the friends that I have is very small, but I cherish every one of them, and I trust
absolutely.
them with anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure same with your 2 friends. So everybody's going, I said that Brantley Gilbert was a lie. That was not a lie. He did go to Brantley Gilbert's wedding.
Yeah, so let me tell you the story behind that so that people don't think I'm lying about that. My manager, Miss Lynn with Rebel One Entertainment, she was my manager at the time, and her and Brantley were good friends and are still good friends as far as I know. And I happened to be in Georgia with her whenever the wedding. She was like, "You got to find something to wear because we're going to the wedding." I'm like, "Holy shit. Like, I'm going to Brantley's wedding?" Okay.
That had to be an experience, right?
Yeah, it really was. It was a good time. Brantley's a good dude.
Beautiful wedding?
Absolutely. It was.
I bet.
It was nice.
I bet. So what are some songs that we can bet to hear on the stage?
Especially the ones that everybody knows, like Backwoods Boys, A Little Too Far, Concrete Dreams, Once in a Blue Moon.
Yes, I love that song too.
Abs on a fishing trip.
Yeah, I'm a fan of yours, sure.
And then the Mud Park favorite is Jacked Up, always has been, and so I'm definitely going to have to play that one. That's the more rocking one, so that gets everybody hyped up.
I get a kick out of some of the comments. Jamie Lynn Smith, Charlie Farley, I'm the acquaintance. I just love them. It's like,
Chris Jones said the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, but they all agree, true friends for sure. So even though you guys did not win a ticket, we're gonna give away a ticket. And I think the best way to do this, Charlie, I'm not gonna bring out the lyric game yet, but there is a lyric game coming up. But Charlie, got the number right? Okay, you got a number in your head, 1 through 100. The first one to type the number you watched closest to, you can type it to me over here if you want to in that private thing. Let me know what the number is. The first one to get the number closest to Charlie's number wins a ticket to our 15th anniversary and Trucks Gone Wild event, November 9th through 12th. So pick a number 1 through 100, SC 15, Chuck Finley 22. We got 1 minute, and then we're picking a winner. 1 through 100. There we go. This is it is kind of like Jeopardy, huh? Or like a spinning wheel. On Florida Country, we do a spinning wheel. All right, so I got to keep this in my head. Oh, my gosh. All right. Ooh. Yep. We got 1 minute. 1 minute, we're down, but it's almost over. Let's see. All right. You're going to come to Redneck Mud Park. Ooh, okay. That took care of that one. All right. I'm going to call it. So, Emily Hammond. Emily Hammond, you won. Your number was 50 and Emily was 48.
Yep.
Nice. Chuck Finley says you're number 1 in his book.
That's what's up.
So, are any of these people you recognize, are they from Arkansas or any of them your family? Because I saw someone say I'm your cousin.
I have no idea. I mean, I know a lot of the names in here, but they're Click fam from all over the United States. They're always on. Man, they're so great. They represent me in everything that I do all the time. Like, I'm always so humbled by them. So
that means a lot to you, right? What do your fans mean to you?
Everything. Like, because of the internet, I'm able to interact with my fans one-on-one. And so we've become more than just fans, like artist-fan relationships. It's more like close friends or like family type stuff, because I mean, we've had people that we've lost in the Click fam that were fans that passed away, and it really ain't just like some random fan that I don't know, because I get to interact with them every day because I'm on the social every day.
Right.
So it's definitely they mean the world to me.
All right, I know what you mean, because I'm Florida Country. We actually, some of my Eagle people are here, but we have an Eagle Country podcast, and we're one big family, and it's like we know all the ones that come into our podcast all the time, and then every once in a while you won't see one for a while, and you start wondering, like, are they okay? Like, I haven't seen them, and maybe people don't realize that, but I do. Like, even with Redneck. So with Redneck Mud Park, we do this before our event. So the last time we were doing this was back in March. So I'm really glad to bring it back and keep it going. But it's the same thing. I know who the people are that come to our park, and it's just really nice to see them. A lot of them have come back. So I enjoy it. And I'm glad that you're our first guest too. Really nice.
Yeah, no, I am too.
I'm gonna have to bring you back a couple of times. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when you were there, we had that the lane that went around our stage and everything, which newly divorced men typically like. 'But we did move it. We did move it. And we did have a little bit of and we're making some adjustments still and working the kinks out. But we wanted to make sure one of the biggest complaints at our park was that people didn't want to come out of their campsites and drive through all that traffic to come up to our stage to listen to our music artist. And when I say it's a lot, it was a lot. And we've been listening. We listened to all of our guests and everything, and so we wanted people to be able to come from their campsites and make that more of an entertainment hub where you can go to our races. We moved our vendors over there, so now our vendors are over there. So some people don't like the changes, but not to me. Not everybody is happy with change. It takes a while to get used to it, and then they understand why.
Well, and you can't make everybody happy anyway, no matter what you do.
Gosh, and you can't do that at a mud park. Trust me. You've got
I can only imagine.
Too many people. And, another thing is, I don't know if you realize, but sound systems, even in a side-by-side, they're getting insane. And
Absolutely.
we have a good sound system up there. And when those people can play over your sound system, it's just like, I wonder, the first question I think is, how much money did they spend on that sound system? We have a guy. We have a guy that comes to the park, and his whole bed of his truck lifts up, and his name is Carlos. And it flips up, and then I think it's the bed flips open. It's all speakers. It's insane.
Wow!
He's like our entertainment. He's our entertainment sound for the new lane. He takes care of it. It's loud.
Yeah, people spend insane amounts of money on the sound these days for these buggies. Right? It's crazy.
It is. And now, like the big trucks, more people are getting into the big side-by-sides. Like those things are becoming the size of pickup trucks.
Yeah, I got a buddy that does that. Builds them.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, Grumpy from Lauderdale in Texas. Good buddy of mine.
Is that by Texarkana?
It's not far from there.
Everything. When I lived in Arkansas, I told you Marianna, Arkansas for a while. It's like everything Texarkana or Little Rock. That's just, where where you're at in the state, right? Or the Ozarks. But that is beautiful in Arkansas. The Ozarks. I'm like, it's like the sky is sitting right on top of you.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
One of my most memorable moments in Arkansas was going to the Ozarks. Beautiful.
Yeah, I agree. It is.
And how many times you been to Florida?
Whew, a lot.
You have?
Yeah, I've been there. Man, I don't know. I don't even know the number. It's several. Like, I'm obviously a long ways away from there, but I've been there several times, either for vacation or shows.
And we're a great place to come and vacation, right?
Yeah. Great place to just come and do whatever you want to do.
Great place to come to Redneck Mud Park.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
If you haven't experienced it, you need to come out and experience it. That's for
sure. I agree.
It should be on a bucket list. Come to Redneck Mud Park.
And go to the lane. I don't know where it moved to, but it's on the park. So go to the lane.
I'm going to take you over there.
I can't wait.
Hey, maybe you can help me. I was thinking about doing like a Frozen t-shirt contest. Maybe you can help me with that.
Did you say Frozen?
Yeah, Frozen t-shirt.
I ain't heard of that one. I like it though.
Hey, you get a Frozen, maybe a 15th. Maybe we'll do Charlie Farley shirts or something. We'll get like a Frozen Charlie Farley shirt. You have to thaw it, and the first one to get it on wins.
That sounds like a plan. I'll bring the shirts.
Hey, I always like to change things up, So I think that might be good. Not set in stone, but I'm definitely thinking about it.
I like it.
But I say, like, afterwards we go over and we can head down the lane. I'll show you where it moved.
That sounds perfect.
And we'll take you on the redneck buggy, and we'll invite some singles with us.
Yeah. I might have to come the week before and just hang out.
I'm going to take good care of you. I promise. I'm going to take good care of you.
I
Let
can't
me
wait.
ask you, what do you, our park, what song do you think that you have that we should be playing at the park when they're out there at the mud holes, just riding the trails? Which one do you think would resonate with people out there the most in our environment?
Man. There's so many that I've wrote. If they're, you know, and it kind of depends on the person too, because I've got a lot of different moods in my music. So if you're wild and want to get wild and like you're turned up, then I would definitely play jacked up. You know, if you're just riding around there sipping a little bit and having a good time with your old lady, you might play Midnight Cowboy. If you're with your boys and you turned up and having a good time, then you listen to Old Souls or A Little Too Far, and then if you're like single and ready to, you just happen to run into another single person, then just play Halves on a Fishing Trip and wink at her.
That's right. That's right. Because that is the best song. I'm telling you. I told you what a naughty boy you were in that song. Because when I heard it again, I went, "Hold on, what did he just say?" And y'all can go listen to it. But it's a great song, and I'm telling you, I play it all the time. It's one of my favorite songs to put in all of our promotions and stuff for you. But you've got a lot of songs that I like, especially "Once in a Blue Moon." I just like how you. I listen to all types of music, so
Right.
I enjoy it. I don't know if you saw our video. I have my husband that's doing. We're doing like getting ready for Redneck. Now I got to go ask him because you know what song he was playing? Jacked Up.
Yep.
What'd
That
you
was
say
in
that song was for?
that was in the video for the horses, right? That y'all had the horses in?
Yes.
Yeah, I watched that. Yeah, that's for people that, I mean, if you're ready to drink and have a good time, that's definitely the one.
I gotta
Party
talk to
hard.
him about this. Because he picked the damn song, so I've got to go back and I'm gonna have to talk to him about this. I'm gonna say, hold on, we're married for a moment, and he doesn't drink. He doesn't drink, but I think he has plans because
He might.
my husband only vacations at Redneck Mud Park.
That's
Only
awesome.
there. I don't go anywhere else. I go and work. He goes on vacation. He does this 3 times a year. And we've been married almost 10 years now. And that's where that was my first date, was Redneck Mud Park. So he's been going
That's
since
awesome.
the doors open. Yeah, but back then he had a 2-man tent. And I said, I don't do 2-man tents. So you better find an RV. I want
Got to upgrade this, huh?
Air. Yeah. Number 1 is air. You better have air for me, or you're already divorced before you're married. So I'm talking, what's your first experience at a mud park? Where were you? Do you remember?
My first experience, I was at Hilarosa in Blevins, Arkansas. And I was see, when I grew up, mud parks wasn't a thing. Like, we rode around in the backwoods and played follow the leader and drove through pine thickets and across ponds and things like that. And so my first experience with a mud park, it was like 2012, I think. Might have been even sooner than that. But they'd asked me to come play, and I opened up for the Lex, and I'm like, damn, this is a bunch of rowdy folks. It's my kind of folks. It's just a whole lot of them in one spot. I ain't never been around that many rednecks that was drunk and wild in one spot before until that night.
But it wasn't like Redneck Mud Park, was it?
No, there was no.
Good answer, Charlie.
There was no lane. Now, shout out to the Bonners, and they're good buddies of mine. They run that park really well, but they don't have the lane.
Hey, I respect. I love networking with everybody, so I respect all mud parks. So you can give them a shout out all you want, but they don't have, like, we don't even know how the lane started. We try to think about that all the time, like, How did it start? Why did it start? Did someone start it? Did they just start parking there? Like, we don't really know the answer.
So it wasn't something that y'all even set up. It just happened.
It just happened organically, and it's
That's why it's so
you
big
know,
then, because that anything that happens organically like that's always the best.
yeah, and we talk about this a lot, just wondering like how did it get started. And we went back through like for our 15th anniversary. I've been going back through all of these old photos and everything, and it's like the first couple of years you don't see it, and then it's like there it is. And when you first see it, it's massive. It's just massive. So it wasn't like a little thing that started and then it just grew. It was like, hello, party's here.
Uh-huh.
There it
Ain't
is.
no
And
turning
it's
back
just,
now.
no, and it keeps going and going and going for sure. But I'm talking about that is at night. That's what they like to do. But we have people that, the good thing is we're making a lot of changes around the park. We're going to start doing more sports stuff. It takes time. We're looking forward to 2024 getting kicked off with a lot of stuff. Have you seen these bounty holes that they do?
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about that is number one goal for us is working out a very good obstacle bounty challenge.
Yeah, well, y'all definitely got the park to be able to get it done. That's for sure.
We do. I'm excited
Hmm.
about it. We have our races. Are you going to stay a while at the park? Do you know what you're doing yet or no?
I have no idea what my schedule's going to be. I'm going to try to come a day early, and if possible, stay a day late. But I don't know. Like I don't know what my schedule is around this date yet.
Well, you are single around November 9th through 12th. We can always work that out later, Charlie.
Right? Yeah.
We're going to let's see. Emily says bounty courses are the new thing. I don't mean to ignore everybody over here. I'm kind of going through here now.
Right.
Essie said her pasture was her playground. I know that for a fact. Let's see something about
Something else I've been seeing at a lot of parks is that the Barbie race. Have you seen that where they get on the little Barbie car and go off the hill?
that's you know what? Like that's really scary.
That's
Like you
so
have to
wild.
get injured in that, right?
Yeah.
Some serious injuries. Because
Yeah.
they go down some big hills and then they got like the sharp corner at the end.
Hmm.
It's what really surprises me, like they're not wearing helmets. Like with our safety rules, like you'd be in helmets, steel suit, because it's just like we couldn't do that there. There's no way. I see a lot of crazy stuff that they do at some of these parks, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like there's injuries. Like there has to be.
Oh yeah, I think
Would
people
you do
show
it?
up knowing that something bad's going to happen at some point. They're ready for it.
So would you do? It's like a Hot Wheels challenge or something. It's like,
Yeah.
would you do it?
Well, somebody commented and said this downhill Barbie racing, I think is what they call it. It's
Downhill Barbie racing.
I wouldn't do it. No. I would video people doing it and I'd pray for them on the way down.
Hey,
Man,
let me
please.
tell you something. Bringing up video, that would be me. I'm a people watcher. And talk about fishing. My
Yeah.
dad. So all of my life, my dad's a big fisherman, and we go out here on the Gulf and stuff. My dad loved to sit at the what do you call it? The boat ramp.
Mm-hmm.
That was his favorite thing to do, is watch the fights at the boat ramp. And I could never understand that until I started sitting with him. And boy, you see some crap at the boat ramp.
Oh, I imagine. Luckily, whenever I go fishing, I'm like around here, or generally I don't go fishing during Memorial Day weekend or anything like that. So I have seen some videos from some boat ramp in Florida, and I can only imagine.
Hey, I just watched one the other day. So she's lowering a jet ski trailer. I don't know if you saw this, but a jet ski trailer down in the water. Her boyfriend is behind on the jet ski waiting. and she gets out of the vehicle. First off, she was way too far in the water anyway, but she gets out of the vehicle and it's in neutral or in reverse, and it keeps going, and she's doing this. Oh my gosh. And that's all she can do is just, and then she drops her phone, and she doesn't even care about the car no more. It's about her phone. Now she's upset because she dropped her phone. What about the $50,000 vehicle and the trailer?
All right. Yeah.
In the water. But that amazed me. It was all over after she dropped her phone.
No, that got more money than sense is what we say around here.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you. But yeah, great place to hang out. If anybody ever wants to go and see some good stuff, go to the boat ramp and hang out. Now, we were talking the other day about Jelly Roll. Like, he's really has come out and from that genre, and he is just on fire these days.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's good to see, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's good to see somebody that's not your typical country artist, but being labeled country. And for him to have the background that he does and overcome all the things that he has, I think it's a good look for a lot of independent artists and artists that have been through a lot, or actually just people in general that have been through a lot in life, just to know that it's not over. Like, as long as you keep fighting, anything's possible.
I can't wait till you get your big break.
It's coming.
It's coming for sure. I feel it. I told you that once in a blue moon. I'm talking about, I don't know what it is about that video, but it just really, and to know that you haven't been playing a guitar for a long time.
No, about what, 6 years, I think, 5 or 6 years.
That's like nothing. Like,
no, not in a guitar player's world, but generally most people play guitar. They start when they're like kids, you know.
Yeah. What made you want to pick up the guitar?
Actually, my former manager, Lynn Singupta with Rebel One Entertainment, she told me, she said, "You can sing, like, pick up a guitar." And so I did, and I played the same 2 chords. She actually knew somebody that built guitars there in Georgia, and we went and picked the guitar up. The guy just loaned it to me so I could play on it a little bit. And I picked the same 2 chords all weekend at her house, just ding, 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 ding. And she never complained one time. But so thanks to her being like, pick up a guitar, I did.
And you like it? Like, you did it? Is it something that natural to you, you think?
Yeah, at first it's definitely not natural because I didn't start when I was younger, but it's definitely, the more that I play, I like it better than writing songs to a beat or an instrumental, because I'm able to get the feeling out with the lyrics. It's not, I'm not molding what I have to say around what somebody else has done. I'm molding everything together at the same time, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And your personality, I kind of really get it, because there was a quote that you posted, and I couldn't share it. So we've got a person that we call the ghost of the park, which is like, he's my monitor on everything. And the ghost just comes out of nowhere. So I refer to him as the ghost of the park. So, you know, he kind of controls like cuss words and stuff like this. So you posted something, and it's like, you could be this, or it was like, you could be a bug. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's what I posted this morning.
Okay, so what does that actually say? But leave the F part out of it, because I wanted to share it so bad, but I'm like, oh no.
Right. Yeah, well, it just says you can be the bug, or you can be the windshield, but every day I'm the car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what's going on around me. I'm driving. Like, it don't matter what's happening. You got to go, you know? And somebody commented on that post and said, "Well, ain't you all gassed up this morning?" I just died. Like, that's the perfect comment.
Hey, I love it. You know, you gotta love it. But yes, Essie, we've heard. I think everybody's heard of Oliver Anthony. But
oh, absolutely.
I loved that quote, because I was like, Oh, I was so tempted to share it. I'm like, am I willing to take one for the team from the ghost? And then I thought about the ghost and I said, no, I'm not willing to take one for the team.
Uh-huh.
So I was going to bring it up tonight, but you said it perfectly. You know, you can be the bug or you could be the windshield or you could just be the car.
And not
And
worry about anything. Just gas it.
I'm right. That's funny. But I feel like I'm the car too. I kind of just go for it. And,
That's the only way to be. That's the only way to get anything done in life.
it's a way to live life, right?
Mm-hmm.
You
Yep.
only live once. And I just, want to experience as much as I can and learn. I love to learn. That's what I like about the magazine. I love people's stories. I love telling
Right.
stories to people. I love educating people about what a wonderful state we have, all these little places. Like there's a lot of no one knew that we have waterfalls in our state. We do have 3 actual waterfalls in our state. They're up
I
in
didn't
North
know that.
Florida. They're created by sinkholes. Florida's always different, but when it rains, it
Mm-hmm.
creates a beautiful waterfall. So technically it counts. So who would you say are your biggest influences in music?
Lyrically, Eminem, because I studied what he was writing when I was younger, and I just
Really?
love the way that he was able to put words together that rhymed in like it's just back to back to back to back to back, and it really intrigued me as a kid, and so I always I don't know, I always really 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 enjoyed the way that he put words together, not necessarily the words themselves, but the way the arrangement was. Um, and then Nelly was a big influence for me because he always talked about the country in a lot of his songs. And country, I listened to everything. My dad was Johnny Cash, Hank Williams Jr., Kid Rock, and that whole lane. My grandpa was like Willie Nelson. I remember him singing. The only song I actually remember him singing was Seven Spanish Angels. Uh, and I love that song too. That's a great song. But as far as entertaining, like one of my biggest influences letting me down, like when it comes to entertainers, I've always looked up to Garth Brooks, right? And then he started doing all this stuff with kind of leaning towards the left, and now I'm like, oh my God, man, why? So now
I
I got to
get it.
find a new entertainer to look up to.
That sucks, man. I totally get where you're coming from on that because I
Right.
have to be, but I get you. I
Mm-hmm.
really, really get you. It really sucks when you look up to somebody and then they just do something that's just blows your
Right.
mind.
And
And it seems
the
like it's
more that
happening a lot.
yeah, the more that I'm in music, the less that I care to talk about politics because there's probably somebody out there that don't agree with my politics, and that's fine. I really don't care. I ain't trying to force what I believe on anybody, but at the same time, return the favor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, but I see both of us are on the same train for something else. I'm excited.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So with Florida Country Magazine, I always make sure that I stay away from sex, politics, and religion.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I do my best because those things get you in trouble for sure. They get you in trouble no
Oh yeah.
matter what it is. So I always make that a rule, and I'm telling
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot less complicated.
Absolutely. And I think it's just a respect thing. Like I respect whatever your beliefs are, just respect mine. I'm not going to push
I
them
do
on you.
too. That's what we've lost in the world is respect.
Oh my
You know,
God, yeah. There's
I
no
put my foot
respect.
down because every once in a while on our social media, people think because we're a mud park that they can kind of just they forget that we're a business. They forget
Right.
that all of us behind it are business people. So sometimes you get this younger generation that they just think like they can say whatever, and I'm not going to tolerate it. None of
Right.
us are going to tolerate it. all I ask for is respect. I respect you, respect me. And look, not all of us agree on everything, and that's for sure. And that's the great thing about America. Because
That's
if we
right.
didn't have two sides of everything, we wouldn't have such a great country that has every promising of being a great country again.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Again.
I
Bring it
agree.
back. We got to bring it back. So, Charlie, I'm so excited to have you come to our 15th anniversary. Like I said, you are one of the best performers we had out there. I won't
Thank
forget
you.
your performance that night, the show that you put on, and I can only imagine the show that you're going to put on. I'm excited about your new video that's no longer on the 25th. You have bumped it up to the 24th, and that's Whiskey and Women. And what I saw a little tidbit, and I shared it with our people, but I'm talking about what's behind the song.
Well, the song title says it all. And actually, when I went to shoot the video, I was racking my brain because I like to be different. And when you hear the song title, when I go to shoot a video, I'm like, when I heard the song title and the lyrics and all that, I'm like, well, it makes sense to shoot this in a bar. But then me and my buddy Daryl got to talking about it, and I was like, anybody would do that, right? So let's not do that. Let's do something different. So this video is different. Like it's not a bar scene. The girl shows up to the house and things happen. Y'all have to tune in to YouTube Thursday at noon to find out. But
You get yourself in more trouble, don't you, Charlie? I bet you I have.
I've gotten more trouble trying to stay out of trouble than anything else.
Hey, don't let this gray hair fool you. I get myself in a lot of trouble too. I play innocent most of the time, but I'm looking forward to it. I saw it and I said, Charlie is in trouble with whiskey and women, or women and whiskey. Yes. And Charlie be divorced, single.
I feel like it's the perfect divorce song, right? Like it's like
it is.
Yeah.
It is. And you're gonna have to sing. You're gonna sing it out at the park.
I will.
Very, very nice. Now, how many people do you have in your band that's coming?
There's going to be 3 of us. So besides me,
Okay.
I got a drummer, guitar player, and a DJ, and we will be rocking.
Nice. So, what are we going to expect? What are you going to give us?
An hour and a half of fun, like energetic. I've always been a very energetic entertainer. Nonstop. I don't do a whole lot of talking in my shows because I feel like fans don't show up to listen to me talk. They show up to watch me sing the songs that they listen to on the record. So I try to get as many of them in the show as I can.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. We're going to play one more game. I don't know how quick they're going to get it, but we're going to do a lyric game. And I think I'm going to cut some of these lyrics out, but just because I'm sure they're going to get it probably, right?
I guarantee it.
I'm going to go with the last 2 lines. So I've cut it really, really short. So the first one to name this song of Charlie's, and I'm gonna give you the lyrics right now. So the first one to name wins a pass. In fact, you know what? We're gonna give away 2 passes. So you're gonna get 2 passes. The ghost is over there like this. So
what are you doing?
I know. I'm not cussing. That's what I'm not doing. Very good. So I'm going to give away 2 passes to our November 15th anniversary, Trucks Gone Wild, November 9th through 12th. I think I say that in my sleep all the time. It's like 15th anniversary and Trucks Gone Wild event. So here's the lyrics. Y'all ready? Trucks are jacked up. We are from the South. Buckle up, boys. It's going down.
Yeah, it shouldn't take long.
Can you sing it? Can you? How's that part go?
And go, trucks jacked up, we're from the South. Buckle up, boys, it's going down.
Whoop, whoop. Look, girls. I knew that was going to throw them off. I knew it. That's why I picked this song.
Dang, I can't
Oh,
believe that. What?
that's it. We're turning the cameras off. We're
I,
out. Look, every one of them. Every one of
I
them.
can't believe that.
I bet my husband's in there going, jacked up.
Uh,
Didn't you have a song on one of these reality shows?
that party down south.
Party Down South.
Yeah, that's. I had several songs on that actually.
I'm talking about, I knew you did. I was trying to remember which one that was. So I knew
I
that
can't believe
jacked up
they're
was going to
saying jacked up. Come on.
I know, like
I
we're
know I
really
say
making it right now.
trucks are jacked up, but trucks are jacked up with. Hang on a minute.
Come on, Charlie, show them how it's done. Oh yeah, bring it out. Name that tune.
No.
You know, after we've got to change this. It's name the tune now.
Do you know it yet?
I know you. I was like, can you sing it and leave out the other part? Like they're really making me mad right now. I'm Gary. Go back to one. I'm Gary to go to you get a kick in the butt.
I guarantee you that as soon as they know what it is, they're going to be like, "Oh my God, yeah, that's it."
Trucks are jacked up. We are from the South. Buckle up, boys. It's going down.
There it is.
Up Amanda Davis. There's the winner. Stabbing Cabin.
She's gonna have to come down from Arkansas. Welcome to the stabbing cabin. Going down like snow now. Smoke a chip stack. Yeah, there they go. Oh, somebody says my damn speakers are going in and out.
That's one of our. That's it. She's from Redneck Mud Park, or
Well,
she's
dang.
one of our biggest fans and Florida Country Magazine fan. But
Well,
yeah,
Rachel, we appreciate you tuning in.
yes. Well, Charlie, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I want to have you back. Like
Oh
you
yeah,
let me know
definitely.
when you're available and you come back. I really appreciate it so much. Sorry about the technical difficulty at the very beginning, but
Hey, no, you are good. I appreciate you having me on here. Shout out to everybody that was in here commenting too. We appreciate it.
yes, and you got to spell been in that cabin, the stabbing cabin. What is that about? What's the stabbing cabin? Because it was
So it's an actual cabin that my grandpa built when I was a kid, and it's on 20 acres in Gillum, and we still have it. And that's where we partied as kids, and it became known as the stabbing cabin.
why is it the stabbing cabin? Can I ask that question, or that's too
I
much?
mean, the ghost will probably pull the post.
Oh no. Okay, I'm going to ask you at our.
We're not talking about butter knives when I say stabbing.
Oh no! I got you. The ghost will appreciate that. I hope the ghost appreciates that.
Right.
But Charlie, thank you so much for coming on. And like I said, everybody come out, see Charlie, show him some love at our 15th anniversary Trucks Gone Wild event. He's playing on Friday. We normally have our concert Saturday, but it's going to be Friday night. And you're coming on about 8:00. Is that when you're coming on? About 8:00?
I do believe so.
And we're going to party down. You said you're drinking.
Oh
right?
yeah, I'm drinking.
You didn't drink last time.
No, I'd quit drinking for several years because I actually had a problem with drinking. Now I can actually drink, have a good time, and socialize, and don't wake up wanting to drink again the next morning and spend the whole month drunk. So,
That's good. That's
yeah,
good.
a little drying out did me good.
And I think yeah. What's your drink of choice?
It's Michelob. It used to be something else, but we won't even say that name now.
You changed it up. Good for you. Okay, so I thought you were going to throw some whiskey at me or something.
No, Jack Daniels. If I'm drinking whiskey, it's Jack Daniels. I just don't. I may start with a couple of mixed drinks, and it'll be Jack, but I don't drink Jack all night. Like, I can drink beer all night and be good. If I drink Jack all night, I'm gonna be 10 toes up before 9 or 10 o'clock.
Are you going to give us a woo pig?
They wanting me to give us a woo pig.
You're really good at that.
I did it my whole life.
Hey, one more time. Hey, that's some Razorbacks, right?
That's right.
That's right. Well, Charlie, I can't wait to welcome you to Florida and welcome you to Redneck Mud Park. And we're going to talk again before you come. And maybe you play some music or something.
Yeah, I can definitely do that.
I'm mad because you brought the guitar out, and I'm like, wait a minute, why didn't we bring that out earlier?
Right? Yeah, we'll do it next time. That'll give people something to look forward to.
All right, guys, everybody, see you. Much love to Arkansas. Thank you so much for coming on, and I hope that you guys come on down and join us at Redneck Mud Park. We will welcome you and show you a very good time. Where I'm from, you call the hogs. If you're in Arkansas, you do the hog call. So
that's right. That's an old song of mine.
Hey, thanks for the schooling. We appreciate it. Thank you, Rachel. Goodbye, everybody. Charlie, once again, thank you so much.